Okay, what if I told you that your brain, that incredible 3-pound universe just nestled between your ears, is capable of so much more than you've ever imagined? Like, imagine having a shortcut to truly unlocking its hidden potential, to optimizing your intelligence, your memory, your creativity, fundamentally transforming how you learn and interact with the entire world. Today, we're embarking on a deep dive into an incredible resource, the book 68 Proven Ways to Increase Brain Power from sheetor.com. And this isn't just about getting smarter in some abstract academic way. It's about practical actionable strategies you could adopt starting right now to truly supercharge your mind. We're talking about tangible methods that science suggests can make a real difference.
Yeah, it's truly fascinating, isn't it? When you consider that, well, the brain remains one of the most complex and mysterious organs. I mean, it's an enigma that has captivated thinkers and scientists since Aristotle first pondered its function. But this deep dive offers something more. We're not just exploring the mystery, we're uncovering practical, research-backed strategies that will help you actively tap into and enhance your brain's amazing capabilities.
All right, so let's unpack the very first, maybe the most fundamental step this deep dive highlights. Before we even get into specific exercises or, the foods we put into our bodies, where do we truly begin this journey of brain optimization?
Well, okay, a crucial question comes up right away when we consider brain power.
Yeah.
Do you, the listener, believe your intelligence is a fixed trait? Something you're born with and can't really change? Or do you see it as something that can grow and adapt? Research, and this is really notable from Stanford University under Carol Dweck, strongly indicates that individuals who embrace a growth mindset, meaning they view their abilities as flexible, capable of development, these people exhibit greater brain plasticity.
Plasticity, right.
And what this translates to for you is profound. Simply believing you can become smarter and then taking consistent action based on that belief actually facilitates the creation of new neural connections in your brain. It's a powerful feedback loop.
Wow.
On the flip side, those clinging to a fixed mindset often get defensive when faced with challenges or, they give up too early, which can limit cognitive function and opportunity for growth.
So what's the practical implication here then? It's way more than just positive thinking, it sounds like. It's a powerful call to action, like the book powerfully states. Have confidence in yourself and know that your performance will be excellent, not just because it's true, but because it's been shown that believing in yourself leads to an increase in your performance.
So this isn't about just like unfounded optimism. It's understanding that your self-belief is actually a catalyst for genuine neural change, building that mental foundation where you recognize you can adapt and overcome.
Exactly. And building on that idea of mental flexibility, another really compelling takeaway from the source material is the encouragement not to fear failure. What's truly fascinating is this concept of productive failure.
Productive failure, okay.
Yeah, a study in Singapore illustrated this beautifully. Participants who grappled with complex math problems without immediate help, even when they initially failed to solve them, they consistently generated a wider array of ideas about the problem and its potential solutions.
Ah, interesting. So unlike just random trial and error, productive failure means you're deeply engaging with the problem, actively analyzing why something didn't work, and consciously experimenting with new strategies. This deeper engagement, it builds stronger neural pathways and more robust problem-solving skills than just being handed the right answer.
Okay, that makes sense. Now here's something maybe even more unexpected from this deep dive. The book poses this really insightful question. Why am I learning this skill? And the answer is incredibly potent. Information that feels useful, impactful, and especially if you believe it can help you influence your community or your personal world, well, it's learned and retained far more effectively. The advice is clear and compelling. Always try to choose learning paths that genuinely excite and motivate you. It's about aligning your intellectual pursuits with your own curiosity and purpose.
Yeah, that intrinsic motivation piece is huge.
And this deep dive really emphasizes not just what you learn, but fundamentally how you learn. It's this concept called metacognition, basically, thinking about your own thinking. It's about stepping back from your immediate impressions, kind of challenging your existing knowledge, and truly understanding the mental journey you took to grasp new concepts. Like, for instance, if you encounter a difficult text, the advice isn't to just rush through it. Instead, pause, take detailed notes, maybe reflect on the process of understanding itself.
Right. And to further enhance that receptivity to learning, the source has some charmingly unconventional suggestions, like playing or even humming meaningless words before settling down for work.
Humming meaningless words. Really?
Yeah, the idea is just to relax your mind, make it more open to new information.
Mm.
It also underscores the critical importance of regular self-testing, advocating against waiting until the very last minute to check your comprehension.
Mm.
Because while productive failure is incredibly beneficial for problem solving that needs creative thinking, repeatedly failing to recall rote-learned stuff, like historical dates, without looking up the answers, well, that doesn't actually improve that specific kind of learning. You need that retrieval practice.
Okay. So what's the practical implication for your daily routine, especially in our super efficient modern world? The book offers a fascinating, almost rebellious idea. Choose the harder path. It challenges our ingrained reliance on shortcuts, like constantly using GPS to navigate everywhere.
Oh yeah, the GPS trap.
Exactly. While technology is undeniably vital, maybe relying too heavily on it can, over time, weaken our innate spatial awareness and our natural problem-solving skills. The recommendation is simple but powerful. Sometimes, just ditch the GPS, take the stairs instead of the elevator, maybe walk to work if you can. It's about intentionally introducing these manageable cognitive challenges into your day. I have to confess, ditching GPS sounds, terrifying for someone like me who can get lost in their own neighborhood. But the thought of strengthening those internal maps is compelling.
I get that. But it leads us to wonder, are the brain games you might play on your phone actually making you smarter overall, or just better at that specific game? The book strongly advocates for consistently engaging with different novel challenges.
Different ones, okay.
Yeah. Richard Hare's groundbreaking research, for instance, showed a measurable increase in cortical thickness, basically, the outer layer of brain tissue in subjects who learned a completely new game, like Wall Breaker, over several weeks. This indicates a genuine increase in brain activity and structural change. What's more, seeking out and engaging with novel experiences triggers the release of dopamine.
Dopamine.
Right, that neurotransmitter that not only boosts motivation, but also plays a key role in the creation of new neurons. That's how genuine learning really happens.
Okay, this is all fascinating stuff. Before we dive deeper into how to actually fuel your brain with the right nutrients,
Sure.
if you're finding these nuggets of knowledge as actionable and interesting as we are, please do take just a quick moment right now to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It genuinely helps us bring more deep dives like this directly to you, and honestly, it keeps us going.
Absolutely. So, continuing on that theme of freeing up mental space, the source recommends a practice called brain dumping.
Brain dumping.
Yeah, it involves freely writing down all your ideas, thoughts, worries, whatever's rattling around in your head without any editing or judgment. Just get it out. This simple act physically frees up mental capacity that was previously occupied by those thoughts, making room for new and more creative ideas to emerge. The psychologist Mark Banchik calls it brain drainage. And it's incredibly effective because it allows you to externalize and then evaluate which ideas are truly worth keeping and developing. It's almost like decluttering your mental attic.
I like that analogy, decluttering the mental attic. It's truly intriguing how this deep dive brings in unexpected elements, too. Another fascinating suggestion is to make some of your own tools. Now, this isn't about becoming a carpenter overnight.
Right, not necessarily.
But about engaging your hands and senses in a creative process. Whether it's cooking a complex meal from scratch, maybe knitting a scarf, or tackling a DIY home project, creating something with your hands boosts creativity by engaging more of your senses and encouraging what we call multisensory thinking. It gets more diverse parts of your brain working together in new ways.
Exactly. And here's a liberating thought. The book argues that when our minds are allowed to wander, we often approach problems with far more creativity.
Daydreaming is good.
Apparently. Research supports this, showing that when we engage in mind wandering, thinking about past events, future possibilities, even distant places, it can significantly improve our problem-solving abilities. So occasionally, it's not just okay to let your imagination roam a bit, it can actually be productive.
Wow.
Similarly, a hearty laugh isn't just good for your mood, it actively encourages creative thinking and increases activity in cognitive and emotional brain regions, sort of preparing your mind for innovative solutions.
Okay, so laugh more, daydream more. Got it. All right, let's unpack this next crucial area, how we actually fuel our brains. It's a remarkable fact that our brain, even though it's only about 2% of our total body weight, consumes a whopping 20% of our body's oxygen and a quarter, 25% of our blood glucose.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah. So given that enormous demand, what we put into our bodies must have a profound impact.
Exactly. The source material emphasizes that glucose is absolutely crucial as our brain's primary fuel. To put it into perspective, just 100 grams of brain tissue devours approximately 5.6 milligrams of glucose every single minute.
Every minute.
Every minute. Research, including studies from Lancaster University, suggests that even a relatively small amount, around 25 grams, which is about what's in a banana, can provide a measurable boost to alertness and memory, sometimes by as much as 50%. But, and this is a critical caveat while necessary, too much simple sugar can have the opposite detrimental effect on overall brain health and energy regulation.
Right.
Leads to crashes, impaired function.
Right, the sugar crash. Okay. Now, for something that truly grabbed our attention, the role of fats, specifically polyunsaturated fatty acids or PUFAs, and especially omega-3s, these sound absolutely vital for optimal brain function, playing a direct role in controlling our learning and memory centers.
They really are.
And while salmon is the famous poster child for omega-3s, don't forget equally nutritious sources like herring and mackerel. And for those seeking plant-based options, the good news is there are plenty. Various nuts, peanuts, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, all excellent sources.
And connecting this to the bigger picture, essential fatty acids, including both omega-3 and omega-6, are fundamental for pretty much all proper bodily functions. What makes them essential is that our bodies literally cannot produce them, meaning we must get them from our diet.
Right, we have to eat them.
Exactly. And the impact of these fats extends far beyond basic function. Studies have even linked a higher intake of omega-3s to a significant reduction in rates of depression. Further research from the universities of Rome and Groningen confirms that consuming healthy fats can improve long-term memory. This is thought to be due to hormones released during digestion that specifically strengthen memory formation areas in the brain. It's about moderation, of course, but also about making these vital fats a cornerstone of your diet.
Definitely. And let's not overlook the most fundamental brain booster of all, water. The book rightly calls it the source of life for a reason. Even mild dehydration can significantly impair cognitive activity, affecting everything from focus to problem solving.
It's so easy to forget to drink enough, too.
Totally. Studies have also shown that regularly drinking fruit and vegetable juices can help reduce the risk of Alzheimer's, likely due to their rich antioxidant content. The source issues a stark warning. If you're feeling thirsty right now, your brain is already operating at a deficit. So maybe pause and grab that water bottle.
Good reminder. And building on that nutritional foundation, we see other powerhouses mentioned. Olive oil, for instance, offers robust protection against cognitive decline. This is largely due to its powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties that safeguard delicate brain cells from damage, helping maintain clear neural pathways. When it comes to a quick mental boost, coffee, specifically the caffeine derived from about, say, 250 grams of coffee, can temporarily sharpen attention and enhance short-term memory. And don't underestimate the power of spices like turmeric, ginger, sage, and especially cumin. They are increasingly noted for their potential in memory retention and fighting age-related cognitive issues like Alzheimer's.
Spices too, huh?
Yep. And finally, a simple addition to your diet, leafy greens like spinach. Consuming just 3 servings a week has been linked to a remarkable 40% delay in cognitive decline, thanks to their rich profile of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
Wow, 40%, that's significant. This deep dive also highlights specific vitamins that are crucial guardians of brain health. Folic acid and B12, for example, are paramount for protecting the brain, particularly in older adults, by supporting nerve health. Magnesium, often an unsung hero, plays a vital role in shielding the brain from neurotoxins that can otherwise impair function.
Magnesium's so important.
Yeah. And for a simple daily boost, an apple a day truly might keep brain decline away. The quercetin found mostly in its skin acts as a powerful neuroprotector, shielding brain cells from oxidative stress and inflammation, which are common culprits in age-related cognitive decline. Even your indulgences can be brain-friendly. Dark chocolate and green tea's flavanols can temporarily boost cognitive skills, while the humble glass of milk can increase glutathione.
Glutathione, right? The master antioxidant.
Exactly. It plays a key role in detoxifying cells and protecting them from damage caused by free radicals. So, okay, after feeding your brain all this good stuff, what's the practical implication for your physical routine? The ancient wisdom holds true. A healthy mind in a healthy body. This deep dive reveals how consistent exercise and even small, deliberate body movements can dramatically enhance your brain power. It's an undeniable, powerful connection.
Absolutely. The evidence is just compelling. Aerobic exercise, even just a moderate 30 minutes for adults or 20 minutes for children, has been shown to improve cognitive ability by a significant 5–10%. Charles Hillman's research at the University of Illinois, for example, demonstrated how regular aerobic activity led to improved academic performance in children.
Makes sense.
But it's not just cardio. The book also shines a light on strength training. Lifting weights increases something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, or BDNF.
BDNF, okay.
Think of BDNF as crucial fertilizer for your brain cells. It controls nerve cell growth, promotes new connections, and strengthens existing ones. This is vital for improving learning and memory, especially spatial memory. Even a brief 15-minute strength session can sharpen processing and overall cognitive abilities.
15 minutes? That's doable.
Right.
Now, it might sound counterintuitive, especially if your goal is pure brain power, but yoga can profoundly boost mood, focus, and overall cognitive function. It's even shown promise in preventing cognitive decline in seniors, with certain poses believed to specifically facilitate creativity.
The mind-body connection there is strong.
Definitely. And then there's meditation. Just a few minutes of deep diaphragmatic breathing can significantly improve memory recall, decision-making, and attention span. It promotes divergent thinking, that wonderful ability to generate many new, diverse ideas from a single starting point. Makes it a creativity powerhouse.
Mm-hmm. And another truly fascinating aspect here is the profound impact of music. Listening to music while exercising can genuinely improve various cognitive functions. Charles Emery's study at Ohio State, for instance, showed improved verbal fluency in heart disease patients who incorporated music into their workouts.
While working out. Interesting.
Yeah, and specifically classical music, with its complex patterns and harmonies, has been consistently linked to improved spatial processing and language abilities. The famous Mozart effect suggests it can temporarily boost creativity and focus, perhaps by stimulating brain regions responsible for movement, emotions, and creative thought.
Okay, so maybe update that workout playlist. This prompts an important question, though. Are you, like so many of us, sacrificing sleep in pursuit of more work or productivity? This deep dive strongly advises against it. Most adults genuinely need a solid 7 hours of sleep to maintain optimal cognitive skills like learning, focus, memory consolidation.
Sleep is non-negotiable for the brain.
Totally. The good news, even catching up on sleep during the weekend can actually make you sharper and more mentally resilient. And don't underestimate the power of short naps. Even just a few minutes can significantly boost alertness and creativity, especially if those naps involve a dreaming phase, according to some scientists.
The power nap. And here's a rather curious, less intuitive tip from the book: lying down.
Lying down helps memory.
The source material suggests that when your head is lower than other body parts, it can actually improve memory. One study mentioned found that people were 5 times faster at discovering jumbled words when they were in a reclined position.
5 times faster, wow. Any idea why?
Well, the exact mechanism isn't fully understood. Theories suggest it might be due to altered blood flow to the brain in a reclined position, or maybe a unique relaxation response that frees up mental resources for problem solving. The book also mentions the benefit of eye exercises, like continuous eye movement facilitates communication between the two brain hemispheres, thereby enhancing creative thinking. Studies have shown participants produced more creative crafts after just following a moving object with their eyes.
Simple, but potentially powerful. And finally, a truly fundamental aspect often overlooked. Don't underestimate the profound power of your relationships. Social interactions, even brief, genuine chats throughout your day, can boost memory and help fend off cognitive distractions.
Connection is key.
Spending quality time with trusted friends, whether it's a walk in the park, a stimulating book club discussion, or just sharing a laugh, can lead to deeper, more creative thinking, especially when you feel completely free to express your true, authentic self.
Absolutely. These positive social relationships, more broadly, offer significant protection against memory decline. Karen Ertel's study, published in the American Journal of Public Health, clearly demonstrated this correlation in older adults. And believe it or not, the book has a surprising twist. Hanging out with sarcastic people can actually enhance your creative problem-solving skills.
Sarcastic people? Seriously?
Seriously. The cognitive effort required to process sarcasm and understand its underlying meaning trains your brain to think more flexibly and consider multiple perspectives. So the next time you're stuck on a problem, maybe try bouncing ideas off that sarcastic colleague.
Okay, noted. The deep dive also emphasizes the importance of your physical environment and the power of novelty. It suggests having a designated creativity room or space at home, filled with inspiring objects that spark your imagination.
Creating that stimulating space.
Yeah. And crucially, it highlights the vital need to break your routines. Simple things like reversing your watch, brushing your teeth with your non-dominant hand, or taking a completely different route to the store. Robert Cloninger's research at Washington University clearly shows that actively seeking novelty boosts both creativity and overall life satisfaction. This constant exposure to newness is absolutely essential for maintaining your brain's adaptability and vitality.
Keep shaking things up.
Exactly. So, wow, we've journeyed through a truly remarkable list of ways to boost your brain's power. From fundamentally shifting your mindset and strategically embracing productive failure, to intelligently fueling your body with the right foods and engaging in diverse physical and social activities, it's abundantly clear that nurturing your brain is not a singular task, but a truly holistic endeavor.
Yeah, definitely. If we connect all these insights to the bigger picture, the profound lesson from this deep dive is really this. Your brain is not a static entity, fixed at birth. Instead, it's a dynamic, incredibly adaptable organ, constantly shaping and reshaping itself based on your experiences and choices. Its potential for growth, for creativity, and for resilience is truly immense. What's most fascinating here, I think, is that the power to enhance it lies not in complex, unattainable procedures, but in the consistent, conscious choices you make every single day in your life.
Beautifully put. So, what does this all mean for you listening right now? Consider this provocative thought. If the simple, profound act of truly believing in your own intelligence can literally reshape the physical structure and function of your brain, what other limiting beliefs might be holding you back from unlocking even more of your extraordinary, untapped potential? This deep dive isn't just about making you smarter in the traditional sense, it's about empowering you to become a more adaptable, a more resilient, and a more creatively powerful you. We wholeheartedly encourage you to experiment with these strategies. Try just one new thing this week, whether it's learning a new word, taking a different route to a familiar place, or simply laughing more often. Your brain will undoubtedly thank you.